Hi friends, it's Lauren Taylor. Thanks for joining me in my craft room today. I'm grateful to have you here for a card making video where I'll be using Sassy's LLC Emergency Card Kit number 79 to create a set of cards using this sketch as kind of my starting point. I printed out some of the sentiment strips. I like the font on the left, so I'm going to be using those across the front of the card. I don't have a color printer at this time, so I'm printed out the images without color, black and white, and I'm going to color them in. I also did a grayscale print out and put my favorite kind of arched sentiments from Sassy's LLC kit onto the gray polka dot and printed those out. So I'm going to use all of these to create some Halloween cards. I'm going to use my nested A2 Arches die set from scrapbook.com. And I'm trying to find the best size to kind of line up with the card design. Now, the size that I wanted to use only fit some of the smaller sentiments. The larger ones were just a little too big. They weren't the same radius as my arch die set. So I'm going to do some a little bigger and some a little smaller. Ended up doing 4 of each one. And that way I have just a variation in my cards, but I was able to use the 2 different sizes so I can create 8 different cards. So here are the different sentiments I have, and my arch backgrounds are ready to go. I colored all of my images using Ohuhu alcohol art markers, my Honolulu bees, and I have my hole punch. This one is from Stampin' Up, and I'm just using it to cut out all of my colored in images. Once I have those ready, I'm going to figure out which sentiment or not, well, yeah, which sentiment that I want to go with which image. I also want to know which sentiment on the strips I want for my card as well. So I'm going to lay out what I was thinking when I was picking out these sentiments to print and trying to line up one for each of the images. So I'm getting those ready. You can see I've got sending spooky hugs with my Frankenstein monster and my vampire. If the broom fits with my witch. Happy birthday witch with my ghost witch. It's cat lady season with the cat. Hope your birthday is the sheet with my ghost and sunglasses. And then it's just a bunch of hocus pocus for the pumpkin and the brewing cauldron. And once I knew which sentiments I wanted from the strips, I just use a pink pen to write down the numbers that correlated with the images. I'm going to cut my strips. So I'm going to start with cutting the bottom one straight first across the 3 tick marks, and that's because my printer doesn't always print straight when I'm running thicker paper through my machine using the manual tray rather than loading it into the printer. So I want to make sure that I have a flat edge before I cut them in half so I can use the tick marks to cut down which sentiments I want for these cards. And these are about 1/4 of an inch wide. So at least on my printer, they probably are intended to be 1/4 of an inch wide, but they sometimes are a little bit smaller. So I'm trimming off all the ones I want, and I have them laid down in order, and I'll go ahead and get those sorted and paired up with the rest of my cards so far. So our arch sentiment and my image. So I'll get those layered up. Then I'm going to go into my crafty stash and figure out what pattern paper I want to use for my cards. I probably should have picked up my pattern paper before I colored my images, but I ended up settling on the spooky A2 paper pad from scrapbook.com. I felt like they had really fun prints, and even though I didn't use any pink in my coloring, I did more purple. I still thought I could bring in a lot of these different patterns and colors to fit with my card. So for today, I'm only going to show how I made 2 different cards for this process video, and that's how I'm going to make one of the Halloween cards with my smaller arch die cut and one with the larger arched die cut. So for the smaller one, I trimmed my background to be slightly smaller than A2, 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to grab the next size up arch. So actually I'm doing the smaller arch right now, so the die that I used to cut the larger arch, I'm going to pull that one out, and then one larger than that to cut some black cardstock to make a background or a layering border piece for my arch that I printed on my printer from the emergency card kit. Once I have those kind of laid out, I have an idea of where I'm going to put my sentiments, my image. I felt like my gray cardstock was just missing a little something. It's probably a color printer, but until I can get one, hopefully for my birthday this year, I'm going to add some ink to my background. So I'm going to do a bit of an ombre look. I'm going to add some of um, twisted citron in distress ink, and I'm just using a large blending brush to add that to the bottom of my arch, and I'll be able to layer on my sentiment, and I think that will add a little more color that will just help build up the scene a little more. I'm also going to trim a 1/2 inch piece of black cardstock, the same one that I'm using for my arches, to border my 1/4 inch sentiment strip. So I'm going to add some glue to the back of my sentiment strip, and I'm going to glue that to the center of the black cardstock. So there's just a little bit of border around the top and bottom. Once those are glued together, I'm going to layer those onto my arch die cut. My printer did put this fun little line on my paper, so I'm actually going to use this as an opportunity to cover up that weird print line as well. So I'm using my Pear Blossom Press T-square ruler to help me get that centered. I'm trying to fit the sentiment in between those third little pink dots on the T-square ruler, just so it looks even and straight. And I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess pieces from my sentiment. And I'm going to do the second one over the trash can. So now I have my 2 sentiments ready to go. I'm going to add some adhesive behind this layer, and I'll go ahead and glue that to the center of my black cardstock arch. Next, I will glue this layer down to the pattern paper, just adding it to the center of that. It's following the sketch as best as I can. Again, just adding a little touch. Instead of having scallops on the bottom, I'm adding a sentiment across the bottom of my arch. I guess before I glued down the layers together, I popped up my image. So I'm just using some foam adhesive, and I'll get that so it looks centered inside of the circle. I'm using my grid mat to help me get that as centered looking as possible and just nestled under that arch and that sentiment. And then I'll get my liquid adhesive and glue that to the background. For my card bases, I'm going to use a top folding card base, and when I glue these onto the card base, it will leave a bit of a border around the pattern paper on the card. For the larger arches, because I won't be able to have a border between the black arch and the A2 pattern paper trimmed down, I'm not going to trim my background down. So you'll see when I get to the next card what I'm going to do to just modify the sketch. It's basically, I'm just not going to have this white border around the pattern paper like I will for this card. So I'm going to go ahead and get this glued down to the center of my top folding card base, just using my grid mat and my eyes. I could have just grabbed my T-square ruler and saved me the worry, but I'm trying to get that centered onto my card base. I thought about adding black cardstock as a background, but I was fine with the white. I wanted to add a little bit more embellishment to the card, so I started with adding some orange squeeze pops of color and a gloss, and I'm going to go ahead and tap those so they look like enamel dots, and I'll set that aside while I work on the next card. I'm going to just kind of quickly jump through here since you've already seen most of this, but again, I did not trim down the A2 pattern paper. I'm going to leave it A2. This is the larger die cut black cardstock arch, and this time I'm going to use Wilted Violet Distress ink to add that ombre look to the bottom of the printed pattern paper. I'll go ahead and repeat the process of gluing my sentiment strip to the black cardstock, and I will glue that to the arched sentiment background. And that's when I accidentally put that black cardstock on top of my orange pops of color, and I'm going to be very sad about it in just a moment. But I'm gluing all of my layers together, and as I slide that black cardstock, I'm like, why do I have orange everywhere? And that's where I realized I messed up my pops of color. I'm so sad. I've done this more times than I'd like to admit. I should have put my card completely out of the way, but I'm grabbing a just a blade and trying to scrape off some of that orange. It leaves a little bit of white marks, but that's okay. I'm going to recover just fine. I'll grab my pops of color. I will add a little bit more to try to give it a more domed look and not a squished cardstock look. And I'm going to grab that green ink and I will just take a small brush and try to add some ink back on those scraped marks and just do my best to make it look like it's part of the pattern paper. So I'm going to get back to gluing my card together. My orange spot is actually not wet on the back. I cleaned up my mess so I don't get orange in more places. And I went ahead and just continued on making my card. I'm going to glue this layer to the center of my ghost background, which I thought matched really well with my cute ghost with the sunglasses. I added foam adhesive to the back of that circle and added that to the front of the card. This time I'm going to add pops of color in sunflower gloss. I thought this would complement the yellow background better than the orange, so just adding 3 dots just like I did for the other card. I'm going to tap the back to dome them out. And as I'm looking at the cards, I feel like it needs a little something more. I wanted to add a little bit more embellishment to the top part of the arch. So I'm going to get this card front glued to a card base, and then I'm going to grab a couple dies from my stash. I'm going to reach for the Haunted House and Pumpkin House dies from scrapbook.com. There are 2 different bat sizes in those sets, so I'm going to grab both of those and I'm going to die cut them out of some black cardstock. So I did 4 small bats and 2 large bats, and I'm going to add them to the front of my card. So I'm going to hold them with some tweezers and use liquid adhesive. I'm going to add the large bat to the center between the image and the sentiment, just to add a little something towards the middle. The sentiment's on the left and the pops of color are on the right, so I'm trying to bring the eye from the top left to the bottom right. And then I'm going to add just those 2 little ghosts around the image just to balance those out left to right. And that will finish off the card designs. I hope you like my take on Sassy's LLC Emergency Card Kit 79, using her sketch as my starting point and then the images and sentiments to decorate my card. I'll have the Emergency Card Kit link down below on her Patreon in my description box, as well as the other supplies. But let's take a look at how all 8 of my cards turned out. I think they turned out really cute. I love the green and purple, even with using pattern paper that's more pink and orange. But I think they all turned out really cute. I like the different sentiments and that they kind of coordinate together. I think these are going to be really fun for card swaps or to send as like a fun birthday card for the month of October. I'm going to just show you, I picked that one up by accident, but I'm going to just show you the 6 more that I made, and I'll have an image just after this so you can see one last look at all of the cards. Let me know down below in the comments which card is your favorite. Do you have a certain character that you like that I colored? Let me know. I'd love to see which one you liked best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll click like, and if you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. As always, you can find everything I use down below in the description box. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye!